And hello, YouTube, and welcome back to another episode of the Zone TV Movie Entertainment with me, your host Jonathan, once again bringing you my thoughts and review for the brand new Tom Hardy film, Venom: Let There Be Carnage, starring Tom Hardy and Woody Harrelson, and is directed by Andy Serkis. So, Venom 2: Let There Be Carnage is a sequel to Venom, the 2018 film, and it basically continues the story of Eddie Brock and his roommate Venom. They kind of fight like an old married couple at this point. They try to do their best. Eddie's trying to still be a journalist in San Francisco, and he's got this, I guess, opportunity to get information from a cellmate who's basically about to go into death row, Cletus Cassidy, played by Woody Harrelson. And for some reason, he has a infatuation with Eddie, and he wants to start talking to him about his crimes and his last, I guess, word before he gets sentenced to death. So, and then something happens where Carnage comes along. Now, I'm not gonna spoil how exactly Cletus becomes Carnage, but I would say that it does have to do with Venom and Eddie kind of interacting with Cletus Cassidy. And from there, we pretty much get a whole movie about just Eddie and Venom pretty much arguing and having a good time and just being their goofy selves in this film. Yeah, that's basically what this movie is. Now, is this movie good or is this movie bad? Personally, I enjoyed this film. It's not the best I keep thinking MCU film, but technically Venom is not in the MCU. It's more of its own. It's the Sonyverse. So it's not the greatest Sonyverse film in the world, but it does have its moments. Now I'm going to say this movie is very short. It's an hour and something minutes. I don't know exactly. But it does feel like it goes by quick, But normally when a movie like that happens, it doesn't mean that it was rushed. It means that there's still more story to tell, that maybe a future film could happen, but who knows? We just don't know yet. And like I said, I do love Tom Hardy as Venom. I think he works really well as this character, and he really works as Eddie Brock. Him and having that, that witty banter with Eddie, him and Venom having that arguments like, oh yeah, I want to kill bad guys, I want to do this, and Eddie's just like trying to live his life, trying to be a reporter, and they have their little spats. And then when you get to Cletus Cassidy, you can tell how nuts the guy is. Cletus Cassidy is a psychopath. It's like trying to talk to the Joker, but yet nothing goes through the head, and then, all he hears is just chaos and mayhem. And that's exactly what Woody Harrelson's Cletus Cassidy was. All he was just basically a killer, and when he got Carnage, he became even worse. And I actually enjoyed the stuff with Cletus Cassidy. I thought him, especially when he becomes Carnage, it makes sense that those two characters belong together. But there are some moments I do wish we would have got more of it. Him and Carnage having arguments as well, or trying to figure out like what's the next killing or something. It just kind of goes by quick, and it's a little disappointing that we kind of got that in this film. There's a kind of like a side story with Cletus Cassidy with, I guess, like his wife in a way. So go figure. So there's that, and she's in the trailer, so it's not much of a spoiler. But he just calls her his wife. Spoiler alert. Anyway, the girl who plays his wife has a cool little backstory too, and I actually wanted to see it, and she actually ends up being a comic book character that's actually pretty awesome. And then kind of wish we got more from her, but whatever screen time she had, she did okay. Obviously Eddie's ex-girlfriend was in this movie too, so that was kind of cool. I felt like they didn't need to bring her back. Honestly, Eddie did not need to have that girl come back, because honestly, she was just there, and then her husband or boyfriend or whatever was there too, and they did not need to be in this film. That was like one of the biggest negatives I had for this film. Like, those two did not need to be a part of this movie. But yeah, like I said, it was a fun film for, had some cool humor moments. The action scenes, some were... Alright, I'm just going to be completely honest with you. There were really no action scenes in here. It was just one big action scene, and it was awesome. I mean, you want to count... There's one scene that has involved a prison, but I'm not going to count that. Anyway, there's one big fight between Venom and Carnage. That's all I'm going to say. Great scene. Don't get me wrong. Very great scene. I feel like they should have been more. They really should have been more. And, look, I don't know if Andy Serkis has ever directed a film before. And if this was his first time, he made some mistakes. And that's okay. Because, honestly, you're going to learn from your mistakes. And you're going to become a better director. I'm pretty sure Spielberg and George Lucas made mistakes before they made big blockbuster films and become who they are today. So, yeah, it's not going to work for everybody in the first try. So, yeah, I still like the film. I thought Carnage did work for what screen time he had, but I did want it more. The after credit is awesome. I mean, the after credit is like for me, I knew we were gonna get this eventually, and I'm super excited to see what's gonna happen moving forward. But yeah, stay for the after credit. It's only one, so it's like a mid credit scene, but stay because honestly, it's cool. It's very cool. And if you've seen the movie already, don't spoil on it for people who haven't. And if you don't care about it, just don't spoil it for other people who do care about spoilers. Because honestly, that's not cool. Anyway, yeah, I still had fun with the film. It was not bad. It wasn't terrible. But like I said, it could have been better. It really could have been better. They couldn't give us a little bit more Carnage. Because honestly, his backstory was really cool. And I enjoyed that. Even him having a wife was kind of cool. It kind of gave us... I'm going to spoil... Not spoil. I'm going to spoil a scenario for you in here. There's a scenario here that kind of reminds me of what Suicide... Not the Suicide Squad, but Suicide Squad should have given us with Harley Quinn and Joker. With Cletus Cassidy and his so-called wife in this film. It was a great scene. I kind of wish we would have had more about that. Because honestly, they kind of acted like if Joker and Harley had their own movie and they were just doing chaos with each other, doing chaos together. We should have got that. And, we got a little bit of it, but I kind of wish we would have gotten more. And honestly, I really wish Venom would have fought Carnage twice. Get his butt whooped the first time. Then the second time he realizes what he has to do to stop him. And then fight for the final showdown, and then that's it. But we didn't get that. But we got an okay film, and I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. I think I still prefer the first one a little bit more. But like I said, if this is Andy Serkis' first try, I'm gonna give him praises for it because honestly, if I was a director for the first time, and I'm probably gonna make mistakes too. So. Nobody's perfect to being a perfect director the first time out the gate. So, it is hard. Directing is hard. So, he did an okay job. Let's see what he does next for other movies. But, let's not go chew his head off. So, let's give Andy Serkis a break. So, leave me a comment below. Let me know what you guys thought about this movie. And, are you guys excited for Venom, Let There Be Carnage? Do you like the first one? Are you ready for more? Leave me a comment below. Let me know what you guys thought. Thank you very much, and have a good day.